So this shit happened.
All right, man. So this shit is kind of wild. This shit really happened too. There's this guy. His name's Raphael Samuel. He lives in Mumbai, India. He's a 27-year-old businessman, and he's in the news today because he's suing his parents for giving birth to him.
I often thought about doing the same thing.
What's my lawyer's phone number? Give me some money.
He's saying because he didn't ask to be put on this earth, that he should be paid for being here the rest of his life.
I found a new way to get money.
Now the crazy part about it, his mom actually really, his mom, I quote unquote mom, because this is it's not confirmed. This is just basically it could be him pretending to be his mom, but his mom apparently admires him for like taking them to court.
Son, I'm so... He's just like, fuck you guys for giving birth to me, and they're just over on the stand. Son, we're so proud of you.
It's funny.
He's suing somebody all by himself.
It's mainly because they're both lawyers. So, not only are you suing your parents, you're suing your parents whom are lawyers.
I was going to bring that up. I was going to say, I wonder if I can get my dad to sue himself. Yeah, Spider-Man meme. It's like...
And
you got to go back and forth in court and go to the other side. Makes an argument. Objection, Your Honor. Did you just object to yourself?
He's a madman. How
you can get your dad removed as his lawyer because he's representing you.
That's true.
And what's wild is that it's the quote unquote is what she said. If Raphael could come up with a rational explanation as to how we could have sought his consent to be born, I will accept fault.
Condom. Swallow. Get
No, you have
So
to.
how they could have sought his consent. They
Sorry.
get a Ouija board, man?
I mean, something. And
I wonder if that works. Whereas the people that are dead, that aren't
I'm not
alive
fucking with a Ouija
anymore.
board. No.
And it works with people who aren't alive yet.
see, but the
You
crazy
just got to
thing-
flip the Ouija board upside down.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, you just got to turn it upside down.
Or just spell it
We're not doing
backwards.
that.
No, that's what you flip it upside down. Everything's backwards.
We ain't fucking with no Ouija.
Oh
I
man,
agree
they're
with
made by
Joker.
Parker Brothers.
So,
You fuck with Monopoly?
no, I actually don't play that game.
All right. Have you ever played that game?
Well,
Yeah,
Do I have to tell the truth?
well,
Everyone's played Monopoly. You don't have to answer.
they named something. It's named after something else that's bad. So it's not like they have a history of making something good. You know? Okay, Monopoly. Let's try to dick everybody over on the road.
So
Let's have a game that takes 4 hours to play.
let,
No one wins.
let me tell you how this kind of goes a little. This goes a little hard in on India. This is kind of like in India in general. So he's part of the Anti-natalism group.
Okay.
Anti-natalism, is, for people that don't know, is
Against birth?
yes, essentially they don't believe in birth. They believe that giving birth is a very selfish thing to do.
Oh, okay.
And that, you're essentially...
I thought you were going to say, like, they don't believe in it as in, like, nah, that didn't happen. Like,
Ain't no way I came out of that.
Well, my wife's pregnant. You want to come to the delivery room? Or you giving the baby? Look the other way.
But the thing is, so it's going as far as like he's like actively speaking out on it, like saying that like one of the things like giving birth is, and then like giving birth to someone that without their consent, and then expecting them to find a career and work their life is equal to kidnapping slavery.
That man kind of has a point.
it's kidnapping and slavery just with a different effort put into it. That's all.
There's a whole Indian organization called VHEMT. It's like VHEMT. It's a voluntary human extinction movement.
These are the real villains.
I feel like that organization's going to die out pretty quick, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. They're actually trying to start a child-free society.
That's just a suicide cult. That's all that is.
What if one of them gets pregnant?
Actually, there actually was a cult back in the 1700s or 1600s in America. Yeah, 1600s, I think. That was against giving birth.
I remember that.
They just refused to give birth, and so I think in 100 years, they exist for about 100 years in total.
Yep.
And they died out. They only had two. Yeah, because they died out. It's exactly what it was. I mean, what the fuck did they expect, really? But they only had two.
That cult.
They only had two births in the entire time. And apparently, their only method, because this is before contraceptive, their method was the pull-out method. So that is proven to be much more effective than condoms, man.
Apparently,
2 in 100 years. Who can say that for condoms? All right,
the numbers are there.
Can Trojan say that? No.
We need to
Proof
start a
positive.
cult. We need to start that same cult back.
No,
we're going to
man.
name it something different. We're going to pull out gang.
I know the perfect way to attack.
let's call it PG.
The pull and pray. Because it's a religious cult.
I know the perfect way to attack that cult. Rape. You get a bunch of niggas.
You'd hit them in both. One, it'd just be rape. And two, you'd hit them on a religious stance. You'd be basically a terrorist. Basically a terrorist. Oh no. He's out here raping again.
And you gotta
Again? They didn't stop it the first time, man?
The only problem is I think that they believe in the police. So
and you gotta rape the ugly one first to let everybody know you for real.
No, if you rape the ugly one, they're gonna think she's just promiscuous. But after it's popped up a few times, hey, wait a second, man. That is wild.